Hey, Rick.
Hey, Megan.
Here it is. It's raining. It's election day, and it's very busy here downtown because our my office is right next to the community center, so I can see all the people
Oh,
lining up to vote. So that's good.
there you go. Well, it's
We,
active out there. Even though it's raining, it's active. That's good.
I know we put our American flag balloons out today. We have like the kind they have at like the car dealers,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
we're like, woo, let's do it. Get out and vote. All
It's a
right.
big day for our country, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Let
for
me
local.
do exactly. Let me grab my screen
Mhm.
share here so we can get right into the context today.
Mhm.
Oh
Mhm.
gosh. Oh wow. I gotta move this over so I can get to it. And boy, oh boy. Oh, there we go. This is great. Okay. And I didn't know I could pause and resume
That's
share every
cool.
day. Every day I
There you
learn
go.
something new. Okay, let's do it. I'm on a time crunch. I gotta have a talk with another realtor at 3. We're gonna do some problem solving, and it is 2:47. So we've got a really important report that came out yesterday. Can you tell us who Black Knight is?
Black Knight is a reporting agency. By the way, there's lots of reports people see coming out all the time, but Black Knight is a well-recognized and reputable provider of information. So when they put out these reports, it's got some teeth in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very good at what they do. So um, I like this report. It covers a lot of things that you and I have talked about on these calls for the last seems like last year. People concerned
Mm-hmm.
about, they always want to compare 2008 to what's going on now. And this report, I believe, brings this into focus very quickly. That
Mm-hmm.
2022 is not 2008, not even
Right.
close.
Yeah. And
And this is factual.
I'm gonna put a link to the report in our comments, but let's just
Mhm.
break it down for people real quick. So, uh, since the interest rates have been going up, I've been saying, you know, yeah, prices have to come down, and it's not because um, of anything except for affordability. And you've been saying
Mhm.
you can't price the first time home buyer out of the market, otherwise the whole market's toast. So
Mhm.
this Black Knight report confirms that the uh, property values are down nationally 2.6% this year, which is
Mhm.
really not in line with the rate hikes that have happened. So
Mhm.
it's like it's a slow burn. Now, in the
Mhm.
report, it also quotes a couple of different sources that say that home prices could go down anywhere between 6 and 10%. And if you're sitting there cheering on the sidelines, you have to understand that a lower interest rate, is going to make your payments even more affordable than a, 6 to 10%
Mhm.
decrease in the home values. But that's okay. That's okay. This is what it is. We knew it had to adjust. So 2.6 is not too much, even though the numbers look good. Mortgage holders lose 1.3 trillion in equity. Well, overall, there's still 5 trillion in equity out there. And in the whole
Mhm.
country, there are
Mhm.
less than $500,000 homes, 500,000 homes under what they paid for it. We call that underwater. So
Mhm. Mhm.
the numbers, yeah, there's been some changes, there's been some adjustments. Of course, there would be because, hello, the interest rates have hiked up so much. But
Mhm.
it's pretty clear that housing is still strong. People
It
still need a
is.
place to live. The only message I have here is that sellers, please don't be in denial. This is not going to be the same price as it was in January of 2022. You're going to have to take a good hard look and make sure you manage your expectations of what you are going to sell your house for,
True.
because these are facts.
Well, you're right about that, Megan. And look, nothing ever moves in a straight line. If it was, it'd be easy, right? I mean, look
Right.
at the stock market.
Oh gosh,
So,
right.
right, different discussion, but people, I get this a lot with buyers. They always want to have some reference point because they know somebody that bought a house or sold a house in 2008. They want to reference
Somebody
that.
always knows somebody. Yes.
Yeah, but the reality is this: people had no equity. That's why they walked.
Yeah.
They
They were
got into
getting
stress. They
100.
had no equity.
I remember people were getting like 103% loans. So they'd walk away from the deal and they'd get 3% in their pocket. They were getting paid to buy houses, basically.
Yeah, and they were buying on stated income loans with income that wasn't sufficient to make the payment. Then they couldn't make the payment. And look what happened. You know, doing 100% financing, 95% financing, stated income loans. Now you can't make your payments. That's going to be a problem. So look at this number. Homeowners right now have $1.5 trillion in home equity. That's massive. That is massive. It's massive. And so they're not in distress. They are not in distress. And if they happen to get into distress for some reason, they're going to sell and move on. They got the equity.
Right. Exactly. See, it says that they still have more than $92,000 equity above the pre-pandemic. We kind of have the pandemic line there, you know, so.
Right. But
So
keep in mind
things
though,
are-
too, these numbers are nationwide, not just Orange County or Southern California. This
Exactly.
is nationwide. So we have markets across the country where the average sales price is 300,000. So that makes that number
Precisely.
even bigger.
And then it'll be interesting to see what happens here. So what I'm seeing on the streets here firsthand is that the amount of homes coming on the market is dismal again, just dismal. It was so nice for a few weeks. We had some choices and everything felt sort of copacetic, but you know, things do quiet down during the holidays, but this is a little more than usual, in my opinion. We'll see what the numbers say at the end of it, you know, if I was right or if I was delusional, but you know what that means. And I have quite a few buyers that are looking, but they're like waiting to, of course, find the perfect house, but like to really find the one, you know. So if they're looking for a great deal, there's probably still not going to be like a super great deal. I just saw a house here in Anaheim. It was like a 3 or 4 bedroom, like a regular house, and the realtor put it on the market for like $679. So of course he's got offers in the 750s. You know, that's just the strategy that he's chosen to employ. Good for him. And but there's really not, there's no screaming deals. If it is a screaming deal, there's still going to be quite a few people interested in it, and it's going to get bid up. So my advice is find a nice house that you are happy with, safe, you can afford it, and just move on with your life. Because this whole timing the market thing, you could see what's going to happen. I mean, after the election today, what's going to happen with the rates? What's going to happen? There's not going to be very many houses to buy for 2 months, November, December. Then what's going to happen in January? People really going to put their houses on the market? I don't know. I mean, most people are sitting pretty with their refinanced mortgage rates. I mean, you know, the whole thing is you just need to seize the day here, understand what's going on, manage your expectations, but ultimately it's, you know, you've got to find something that works for you and just move on with your life, because you could be consumed with this stuff every week.
I'll tell you what, that is the best advice ever right there.
I try. All right, Rick, I appreciate you. I want you to stay dry, stay warm. Make sure you take a change of socks wherever you go. We're just not meant for this weather today. Parent drop off at high school was, as usual, a very colorful moment in my day, especially with the rain. So I'll be looking forward to sending grandma today for pickup.
Good idea.
Save my sanity. It's the most stressful part of my day. It is the most stressful part of it. I deal with like tens of millions of dollars of real estate, you know, assets, you know, problems, solutions, the whole thing, thinking
then you
cap
want to
on
the
all the
drive
time.
through at the school.
But the school is enough to send me over the edge every single day. But I just pray and just try to, you know, stay calm.
Well, it's a huge social experiment. That's all I can tell you.
It is. I know these schools were not meant for all these people to have cars. They were built in the 50s, you know, and so
I used to actually
the
walk
egress
to
is like, ugh, you know. Anyway, thanks for listening.
All right, Megan.
All right,
Have a
I'll
good
talk
day.
to you later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.